So the other day I made a video about a man who joined a court Zoom call about a pending case that he had while he was driving. Well, it turns out that we all thought he had a suspended license. Over the last week, this guy became a huge meme because of this.
Court calls case People versus Corey Harris.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Great. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license. I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
People were making fun of him left and right, saying like, why would you do this? Why would you join a Zoom call while you're driving when your case is about you having a suspended license? And then he got arrested and spent 2 days in jail. And once we found out that it was a clerical error, that his license had been unsuspended, everybody got on the judge. Well, it turns out there's a twist to this. We actually don't owe this guy an apology because this guy never had a license to begin with. So this man has been driving around for years, I'm presuming most of his life, with no license. The crazy thing is, he has a valid state ID. He just never bothered to get a license in the first place. That shit blows my mind. I have an article here from Fox 2 Detroit, and it states, there's a new twist in the case of Michigan man who joined a court hearing for his suspended license via Zoom. The judge in the case revealed that he's never had a legal license in his entire life anywhere in the United States. Corey Harris was in court in Ann Arbor on Wednesday, a week after his May 15 court hearing went viral. Harris joined that May 15 hearing regarding his suspended license via Zoom while driving. Judge Cedric Simpson was unsurprisingly dumbfounded. Mr. Harris, are you driving? Simpson asked the defendant. Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office. I'm not going to go into that. We all know, we saw the video. We know what he said. The proceeding then was shared online across every social media platform as Simpson ordered him to turn himself in later that day. In the days that followed, Harris spoke to the local Detroit TV station late last week and claimed that he was being made an example of for an honest mistake. That's when he claimed that it was a clerical error, that his license had been unsuspended 2 years back or whatever. Was it 2 years or in 2020? I can't remember exactly what it was. And, he claimed, he was like, oh, this makes me look bad in front of my church community because I'm a member of my community and they're all looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot. Anyways, during Wednesday's hearing, which should have only lasted a few minutes, was close to 30 minutes long as Judge Simpson questioned statements that Harris made during his original arrest in October of 2023. Harris told WXYZ that he'd had no idea he was driving on a suspended license. That assertion is absolutely incorrect with reference to any faulty information, Simpson said. I'm going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. Simpson said that if he made a mistake or had wrong information, he would correct it. However, he said that the record is clear. Harris never had a legal driver's license anywhere in the state or country. He has never had a license, ever. He has never had a license in any of the other 49 states or commonwealths that make up this country, Simpson said. So in reality, it sounds like we owe the judge an apology because everybody got on the judge's ass for this. Everybody was like, he should sue the city because how dare the judge put him behind bars for 2 days for driving on a suspended license when it was a clerical error. And even if it was, at the end of the day, that was a mistake. And the judge wouldn't have known that. Even if he had an actual license, the judge wouldn't have known that that was the case, that his license had been unsuspended. So he was acting on the information that he had in front of his face. When they suspended his license, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in the state. Hence, if he had a Kentucky license, he would have been allowed to drive anywhere that Kentucky allowed him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges have been restricted. But Judge Simpson said that it didn't matter. He didn't have a license, ever. He asserted again that there were no clerical errors made by anyone, including the Secretary of State's office. The only failure was by Harris to take steps to get his privileges back. During the WXYZ interview, Harris was asked if there was an attempt to correct his license, which Harris told the station no, because of the October accident caused him to be housebound. However, Judge Simpson said that was completely untrue. So this guy is just a dumbass criminal and a fucking liar. After going viral like that, did he think that no one was gonna find out? Hey, but you know what though? He made an idiot out of a lot of us, because a lot of us believed that this was legitimately a clerical error and he had privileges to drive. This motherfucker never did. And it's not that he doesn't know how to get a license. He's been renewing his state ID his entire life. The reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28, 2023, do you know where you were? Harris said he believed he was laid up from his accident. You were at the Secretary of State's office. You were at the Secretary of State's office because redid and got your new Michigan ID, Simpson said. In Michigan, you cannot have both a driver's license and a state ID. The way I know that he never had a license is because on May 3rd, 1999, he was 19 at the time, he applied for his first Michigan ID, Simpson said. He has religiously every year gotten a new ID. And so he knows that he doesn't have a license. So it's not that this guy doesn't know how to apply for one. Ever since he was 19, he's been applying for state ID. You apply for the license in the same fucking office. It's in the same office. It's not a different department. It's all the DMV. You get it at the same place. So he knew how to get a license. He just never gave a fuck enough to get one. And he made a lot of us look like fools. I'll be honest. I looked like a fool because I was like, damn, like they did this guy dirty. It turns out he was the one lying the whole time and he's never had a fucking license. The whole suspended privileges to drive just meant that he couldn't drive in the state. But he couldn't drive regardless because he never had a license. His falsehoods and misstatements are not going to fare him very well, Simpson said. The prosecution then addressed the court, saying that during the October 2023 accident, he admitted twice to police that he did not have a license. The prosecutor criticized the viral nature of the story, calling it an affront to the legal system. Defense attorney Dion E. Webster Cox then addressed the court, saying she wants to take every step possible to correct things and cure Harris's record to move forward. She also said that Harris was not responsible for the hoopla. Yes, the fuck he was, because after he went viral, instead of telling the truth, he went on and lied and said, oh, it was just a clerical error, and I'm glad they're gonna clear my name. And he's continued to lie this whole time. So honestly, if he gets a harsh sentence, because this shouldn't be like a harsh sentence for not having a license. It's not like he put anybody in danger or killed anybody while driving without having a license. But the lies and then making the judge look bad and just making a whole mockery of this whole shit and making a lot of people look stupid because of his lies. I hope they give his ass the maximum sentence that they can give him for this crime. Not like a day or two, not like a week, not like a month, whatever. If it's a year, send him to jail for a year. And then put his ass in a program to go get his license. Like, it baffles me, man. You've been driving your whole life. You know how to drive. All you have to do is go apply for the permit, pass a test. Because what's the reason not to want to do it? All he has to do is take a written exam. Maybe he just doesn't want to study, but then that's his fault. If he's going to continue to drive without a license for the rest of his life, he's just going to risk going to jail every time he gets behind the wheel. Because that's the only thing at this point that's going to continue to happen. So I would suggest for him, after he does his stint in jail for the lies and the bullshit that just happened, I suggest that he get to studying, learn the laws of the state, apply for a permit, wait the 6 months or whatever the case may be in Michigan, then take the driving exam and get your driver's license. That's all he has to do. And then he won't have this problem anymore. It's not like he doesn't know how to apply for this shit. Again, he applies for his ID every year. That's kind of weird too, that in Michigan, you have to apply for your ID expires every year. That's kind of crazy, but that's beside the point. Anyways, this guy made a fool out of all of us, and whatever he's got coming, he deserves, because he shouldn't have fucking lied like that. He should have took his punishment like a man and did his time, whatever it was. And none of this would have happened. None of this would have went viral had he not made the stupid mistake of joining the Zoom call while driving, knowing that he was arrested for a suspended license. So he deserves everything that he gets. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media and join the Discord. Links are always in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.